For 50 years, scientists couldn't figure out how proteins fold. Then AI cracked it in minutes. This discovery just won the Nobel Prize, and it's about to change everything. Every protein in your body is like a biological origami, made from a string of amino acids that must fold into exactly the right shape to work. Get the fold wrong? The protein becomes useless. Or worse, it becomes toxic and kills cells. This is what causes Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dozens of other diseases. Misfolded proteins that shouldn't exist. In 1972, scientist Christian Anfinsen won the Nobel Prize for proving that a protein's sequence determines its shape. But he couldn't explain how. The math was impossible. A single protein can fold in more ways than there are atoms in the universe. Yet somehow, it finds the right shape in milliseconds. Scientists called it Levinthal's paradox. If proteins tried every possible fold, it would take longer than the age of the universe. For decades, researchers used X-ray crystallography and NMR spectroscopy. Expensive, slow, and only worked on certain proteins. By 2020, we knew the structure of less than 200,000 proteins. But the human body alone contains over 20,000 different ones. Then Google's DeepMind entered the scene with AlphaFold. Not trying to simulate how proteins fold, but predicting the final result. They trained their AI on every known protein structure, fed it sequences and their corresponding shapes until it learned the hidden patterns. In 2020, AlphaFold shocked the scientific world. It predicted protein structures with 90% accuracy, better than most experimental methods. But here's the crazy part. What took scientists months or years, AlphaFold did in hours. And it worked on proteins that had never been crystallized. In 2021, they released structures for 350,000 proteins. In 2022, over 200 million. Nearly every protein known to science. Drug companies immediately started using it, designing new medicines by understanding exactly how proteins work at the molecular level. Researchers studying malaria used AlphaFold to understand parasite proteins. They're now developing targeted treatments that were impossible before. Climate scientists are using it too, designing enzymes that break down plastic or capture carbon from the atmosphere. The founders of DeepMind just won the 2024 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for solving a problem that stumped scientists for half a century. But AlphaFold 3 goes even further. It predicts how proteins interact with DNA, RNA, and small molecules. The entire molecular machinery of life. We're entering an age where we can design life at the molecular level. Custom enzymes, targeted therapies, even synthetic organisms. The protein folding problem isn't just solved, it's become a tool for solving everything else. From cancer to climate change. 50 years of scientific mystery, cracked by AI in a few short years. And this is just the beginning. What other impossible problems will AI solve next? Let me know what you think in the comments below.